Is the end game of Last Epoch good? And I feel like this is kind of worth talking about because there might be people in chat right now who haven't yet bought Last Epoch. It's like 30 bucks or so. Or maybe you're wondering like whether it's like worth your money or like how it compares to PoE, right? But like, you know, is the end game of Last Epoch good? So the game's in early access, and I think my short answer to the question is no, not really. I mean, there's not really much there, right? It's fun to jump around the web, and it's fun to like farm upgrades, but like really, what are you trying to find, right? Like you're just looking for like small percentages to upgrade your gear, right? So I've been in powered monoliths for how long? For like 24 hours or so. So like I'm real new to the end game, and I think the analogy that we gave before is about accurate. We're like the empowered monoliths of Last Epoch are approximately equal to starting tier 16s, right? So if someone's only been doing tier 16 maps in Path of Exile for one day, you'd say like, no, you haven't really experienced the end game, right? There's a lot to do, there's a lot to farm. But like what are you really gonna get? You're just kind of looking out for like, you know, the next exalted item. So like I have a weapon here that has like, you know, tier 5 max craftable flat void damage and melee attack speed. And like my weapon's really not going to get much better than this until I get like exalted attack speed or exalted, you know, melee void damage. Like that'd be nice, but I'm not really expecting it. So like this is the end game, right? The end game is like, okay, so you have your web, and then, you know, you started right here in the middle, and then you kind of branch off to different places and you kind of explore around the web, and you can reset the web by finding corruption by one of these, and that shrinks it all back down to just this little piece. It takes out everything else. It adds corruption, which means that the items you're going to find are rare and the monsters are harder. But then you don't reset your quest progress up on top. That was like, you know, the latest endgame change. So what are you doing in the endgame? As you're exploring the web, you're looking for items. You're putting them on your loot filter, you know. If you find corruption, maybe you slap the corruption. If you find a beacon, maybe you path down to the beacon so that it shows you more stuff that you could explore over here. Maybe you're looking for anything that has a purple highlight on it because those are exalted items, and those are kind of fun. And then like the other like meta echoes or like the meta, you know, map things that you can do. You can find memories, which like they keep the web in place, but they re-roll everything, and then you either restart at the memory where you are currently, or you restart back at the beginning. And then you can find chaos, which I think is super exciting. Chaos takes every unexplored node on your tree and re-rolls the reward that it would give you. So instead of like a tome of experience, this would give you, you know, maybe an exalted item. And like really, the exalted items are the most exciting, right? Because like finding rare, random glyphs or idols or, you know, hats or helmets or body, like that's not really that exciting. It's fine, I guess, but the exalted stuff is really what I've been looking for, and that's like the most exciting, right? Like even unique items, like I'm not really looking for unique items. The set items seem okay. There's nothing that I'm chasing right now, so like the sets, the rare items, the uniques, the arena keys, that's not really exciting to me. So like when I'm looking around, I'm looking for like, you know, maybe corruption, because maybe I want to reset it and start finding more spicy stuff. Or maybe like a beacon, or hopefully like the memory or the chaos or the exalted items. But like beyond that, like what are you doing in the end game? You're just finding marginally better gear, I guess? Like exalted, because you're looking for a drop only modifier on the correct base, right? So that's about it. Other than that, you could push the ladder if you wanted to, I guess. It seems like this is popular. A lot of people in chat seem to mention the ladder to me. Like this has to do with the arena, right? Which is like one particular style of endgame content. But you just kind of stand in place and slaughter monsters. And like, I don't know. It's kind of boring. I don't like it. I did the arena once, and I left. I started at like, you know, level 1 of the arena, and I left at like level 30. And I was like, it's kind of boring, right? It's not really that fun. But if you want to push the ladder, then yeah, you have to do it. So for me, it's more fun for me to, you know, make progress on the quests and then complete the quests, then kill bosses. And we just got to empowered Monolith, so it seems like exalted items show up a lot more often. And like that's fun. And it's fun looking for those meta echoes, those things that interact with the web, the things like, you know, the memories and chaos that we talked about. I want more of that, and I want them more common, and I want more choices to make. But like, is the end game good? I don't know. It's fun. I'm probably gonna reroll soon. After having played this character to level 90 right now, I just want to try out more stuff and like play new builds and whatnot. But it's fun. But like, does the end game replayability compare to like Path of Exile, for example? In my opinion, no. In Path of Exile, there's way more things, maybe even too many things to do in the end game. But this is just like, you know, look for an item that has an exalted modifier, put it on your loot filter, and then just go blast echoes. That's about it. Yeah, I think that about encompasses how I feel about this. Sound good? Sound good.